Yo, this MU, Murda Mill. You now turned into F.A.M.E TV.
Alright, so Murda Mill, man. A lot of people might have heard the name, you know, from way back when, coming up early Beanie Sigel days. Y'all did a lot of work together. One of the classic joints y'all got was actually on the Best of Beanies tape. The John Hot Boy, Philly Boy.
How we ride out.
Featuring, you know, BG and Lil Wayne on there. Y'all actually did a vid and all that for it. And I mean, it was definitely a banger. And you did some other work as well that we gonna get into. Know what I mean? So we gonna start off from the very beginning, bro. So you from South Philly originally.
No question.
23rd and Mars.
No question.
Know what I mean? So speak a little bit on what it was like in that era coming up, you know, in the P and all that.
You had to be everything you said you was as far as like rapping in South Philly. Like, we had a spot called Cousin M's. You know what I'm saying? You come down in the basement of Cousin M's, the whole back of the basement is rappers. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is rapping. Niggas is hot. You know what I mean? You got Bianca down there.
From Major Figures?
No question.
Oh yeah, she from South Philly, right.
You got Beanie Sigel down there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He leading the pack. He got the whole crowd around him. You got me, you know what I'm saying? You got Rahisi, you know what I mean? Rahisi was Rameek the Fat Freak. He was signed to he got signed to Drew Hill during that time. It was some talent down there. You got the journalists, it was niggas coming with bars, you know what I'm saying? Cree Forge, Dex, you know what I mean? People was sliding up, like, and you had to hold your own, like, as far as rapping. Then you got motherfuckers coming from all over the city coming down just because they heard SP where it was at, as far as, like, Beans was down there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got the Figures coming down. You got, man, I remember one time it was a garage on 20th Street. Lil Terry had this garage detail shop. So they say the whole Figures is coming down. I remember I got there late. I got there, it's 40 niggas in this garage, you know what I'm saying? They heard the Figures was coming down. There's 40 niggas in there. I get there, me and Matt, it's Ab Lava, Dutchy, Gil. I don't know if Spado was there that day. And Bump J. I don't know if Spado was at the garage that day. But when that nigga Dutchy said, if my watch was a rollie, would you like that?
Now if my watch was a rollie, would you like that? And if my shoes was Gator, would you like that? All these player haters, I don't like that. You blast me, dog, I blast at you right back.
Then now I see it was other niggas in other parts of the city that was talking that shit that we was talking. Because me and Beans had a song called Ike Mill and Beans. That was the original song that we did. And that's a legendary song, you know what I'm saying? Like, from South Philly at that time, if you was riding around in your Benz, your Beamer, your Lexus on dubs or whatever, you was playing Ike Mill and Beans at that time. So off of that Ike Mill and Beans song, it was so hot, it just drew everybody from different parts of the city down to this area. And niggas capitalized off of that shit, man. And you just had to be who you said you was going, you had to be who you said you was at that time if you was rapping, man. Cause like, niggas was coming for the title, dog.
Right. And you spoke on Beans and y'all worked together and all that. I want to go back to like the origin of y'all relationship, like how y'all actually met. Cause you said you from 23rd and Mars, and he from 21st and Sigel, which is only like a couple blocks away. And then you had said y'all actually battled initially. Y'all, so was that your first time meeting when you actually battled? Did you know who he was prior to that, or was that your first time? So give him that and tell him a little bit about the battle.
Oh man.
So did you know who he was first before you battled him?
Yeah, I had met him on some drama that had went down. Something about some street shit, you know what I mean? Maul Parker, he passed away, you know what I'm saying? I mean, good brother. That was Mac, one of Mac right-hand mans, and me and Maul, something had happened, but that got squashed. But Mac was there, and he was suited and booted, as he said, you know.
Oh, so he was all good.
Oh, yeah, you know, that's in the water down there. Like, you know, that's what's going on. Like, it's about the strong down there. Like, you gotta get the power first, then the money down there. It ain't, you don't just get the money first. But yeah, Mac, you know what I'm saying? He right around the corner, and Ron Slaughter was a mutual friend of ours. If you heard his song, he say stay cased up, like my man Ron Slaughter. Like Ron Slaughter was a mutual friend of ours. He said, yeah, I got this guy named Mac. Yeah, I mean, he'd kill you. So my man Big Hawk, who? Yeah, Mac from around there, calling. So, you know, at the time, the raps that I got, I'm thinking like, you know, can't nobody fuck with, nobody's doing what we doing. Nobody's doing what we doing, and I'm talking about what we doing, you know what I'm saying, in these raps. So, usually with the raps that I got, I'm smoking whoever come, you know what I'm saying? But this time, Mac came around, and it was him, Paco, and Slaughter. It's me, Big Hawk, my man Boodles, J-Rock, we deep, you know what I'm saying? We go. At the time, I got about 4 raps, but they long as shit, you know what I'm saying? But inside these raps, I'm talking about real life shit and real situations that only the real could relate to. And when you heard these raps, you knew that I was all the way in this shit. But when I heard him rap, like I said, I knew it was other niggas, you know, doing the shit that we was doing. And he was dead up. Mac had some shit, man, where I'm never gonna forget what he said, my niggas cop bricks, something about a duffel. The only bags y'all niggas copping with is bags of Ruffles. Some shit he said, but like Mac was coming with some shit. Like he was drawing the crowd to you when he rapped. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was busting a little bit while he rapped. And at the same time he would say some hot shit, man. He was talking that get money shit, and that's what we was on. If you was talking, like, it was the biggest crap games in South Philly on our corner, you know what I'm saying? It's legends coming through there to shoot them dice. So when we battling, more of a crowd is coming, more of a crowd is coming, more of a crowd is coming. So I got like 2 raps left, and I know when I spit these 2 raps, I'ma get him out of here, you know what I'm saying? And he still spit these lines that I said in these raps to me now when we see each other, you know what I'm saying? But I say them, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, you know, yeah, what you gonna say now? This nigga come with something else. I'm like, we gonna be here. Now I'm running out of shit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he respected me. When he left, he respected me. And he was coming back through every day. Every day we talking. Now we coming. Anything to do with some rap shit, we was sharing it. Like, if he knew something good that was supposed to come across the table for him, he would bring it my way. If I knew something good that was coming across the table for me, I would bring it his way. And at the time, it was some boys from over Southwest that was talking crazy. They wanted to battle. You know what I mean? Shout out to Most Wanted, you know what I mean? At the time, Most Wanted, it was 3 of them. It wasn't 2. My man Nas was over there on Most Wanted side, so they screaming like, you know, ain't nobody can fuck with us. We ready to sign a deal. We ready to go to Rockefeller. You know what I mean? They got the streets backing them, the whole Southwest. They got major players behind them up there as well. So, oh yeah, we coming up there. Oh, y'all said y'all rap? Cause if you said you rap, we need to see if you could rap. So we shoot up there. They said they want to bet some money, so I got like a dime on me, maybe $8,000, something like that. You know, at that time, you riding around, you got your cake with you. You know what I mean? You might want to do something that day. You know what I mean? You might want to open up the armrest and show off. I mean, that shit, niggas been carrying big cake and all that. So I slide up, I go get Mac for the joint, for the battle. Mac got 5, 6, 7 grand on him. We slide up the Southwest to the crib that Most Wanted was at. It's Bubonic, Mr. They playing that Destiny's Child first joint. I'm never gonna forget it. That no. Yeah. They got the instrumental on. So we going there. Them niggas is talking crazy. They going in and out. They talking cute too. They talking some shit. So Mac hear him. Okay, Mac go. Now I go. Now Bubonic go. Now Mr. go. But they had like an industry type flow. They was coming like, you know that the hook was supposed to come on after they got done rapping. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of that joint, Mac just took it. He just went. He Murda. Don't even go no more. I'm going. Mac just went. Ha. At the end of that joint, when it's time to say who won or lose, they know who won, you know what I'm saying? We know who won by them calling Mac back. They wind up taking Mac up the label, the deal they was talking about that they had, they wind up taking Mac back up to New York to their deal to go talk to Jay-Z. That's how Mac got signed, going up there from that battle. They took him up there, Mac got signed. The rest is history.
Alright, just to bring that back, you know what I mean? Just cause like that's a classic legendary story that a lot of people don't know. So Most Wanted actually was scheduled to go meet with Jay-Z because they was actually supposed to sign with Rockefeller. But after the battle, they liked Beans and they was like, yo, we want you to come up here with us just cause you nice or whatever, so we want you to ride up with us. So when Beans get there, he end up rapping for Jay-Z. Jay-Z end up liking him, and he end up signing Beans and not signing Most Wanted.
Real rap. That's how it went.
So that's how Beans actually got his deal with Rockefeller.
That's how it went.
He wasn't scheduled to be there, none of that.
No, 2 alley-oops. Me saying, come on, let's go up to the battle. And them saying, come on, let's go up and meet Jay-Z because we ready to sign. 2 alley-oops. You know what I'm saying? And
he took off from there.
It's legendary shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So now I want to get into one of the records I was talking about earlier, which is the Hot Boys record. Hot Boys, Philly Boys. With Lil Wayne and BG when they was Hot Boys. So at the time, Lil Wayne wasn't the Lil Wayne that everybody know him to be today. He was still early on in his career. Actually, Juvenile actually was a bigger artist at the time. So Lil Wayne wasn't even a guy of the Hot Boys. It really was Juvenile for real.
Lil Wayne
at this time.
Lil Wayne was spitting, and BG was spitting. They was the streets of the shit. Juvenile was the biggest thing at that time, but they was the streets of the situation. And we picked. Actually, the song was for Violator. I was signed to Jive Records, but I was signed through the Lighty brothers. Dave Lighty was my A&R, who's the legendary Chris Lighty, you know what I mean, who passed away. That's his brother. So Chris Lighty had Violator Records, one of the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
They had everybody over there.
Right.
Everybody you could name from over New York at that time.
Busta Rhymes,
Everybody.
Man, Crazy Rasta.
Fat Joe, Big Pun, whoever. Chris and them had them. So at the time, Cash Money, they had the record for the Violator soundtrack, the Violator joint. So Dave was like, you know what I mean, we need to, I guess none of the niggas that they had on Violator, they flows could fit with that Cash Money flow. So they wanted my flow, something new, grimy, raspy, that could compete with the shit that Lil Wayne and BG was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like the Philly shit was like the New Orleans shit at that time. You know what I mean? Grimy, gritty, raw. Mm-hmm. So the boy Mike Sign was supposed to be on that joint with us.
Mike Sign?
Mike Sign.
Yeah, right. Because he was popping at the time. He was signed at the time, I think, too, right?
He was fucking with Violator.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Sign was supposed to be on that joint with us. But what happened was Beans wrote the hook. Hot Boys and You Know How We Ride Out. Philly Boys and You Know How We Ride Out. That kind of didn't leave no room for somebody that wasn't from Philly or who wasn't a hot boy, you know what I mean? Not saying that Mike Sign wasn't hot enough to be on the joint. It's just the way that shit, you know, the way Mac wrote the hook, it was crazy. And, you know, we all, man, that joint right there is legendary. You got Lil Wayne and BG going in and out on that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I come in, then Mac come in on the cleanup, so that was a real big record. It should be in rotation now, for real. Like, I caught a bad break with that joint because Jive was so mad at how, you know, things split with us. They like was pulling everything they could pull, you know what I mean? Anything, if they heard anything with Murda Mill on it, they was pulling it. So, you know, that video was seen by a few people. It's on YouTube as of right now, but it took years for them to even every time somebody would post it on YouTube, they would snatch it off. You know what I'm saying? So that's a legendary song right there, man.
It ended up on the Best of Beans, but that was actually on your album that was for Jive.
Yeah, see, at the time we was so hyped that we had a song with Lil Wayne and BG and, you know, the Cash Money and Manny Fresh did the beat.
Oh, Manny Fresh did that beat. Okay. Yeah,
so
I didn't know that.
I gave it we took it from the studio and Mac was, we was spitting for a cause, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, you know what I mean? Fuck whatever, how much it costs for the record to be made, you know what I'm saying? This shit is about what we doing. So we took that, because it was all budgets at that time. Motherfuckers was juicing budgets. Motherfuckers was, you know, a lot of cash was going through a lot of hands, you know what I'm saying? And we wasn't getting none of it. So we had the music. That was our money. So, of course, we put that joint out. We put it straight out on that Best of Beans, and that shit did exactly what it was supposed to do. And by the time we put it on the album, by the time it made it for the album, everybody already knew it from Best of Beans. So it wasn't really an anticipated joint when my album came out for that to be my single. It was the wrong single that Jive went with. It was a bad situation, a lot of poor decision. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dave Lighty, but, you know, I was probably his first artist at the time, but we was on, you know.
Word. And for the video, you say y'all actually shot it in Philly, so y'all brought Lil Wayne and BG and did a scene here in Philly.
Brought Lil Wayne and BG to Philly, North Philly, as a matter of fact. North Philly to be exact. We had him on, what was that? 11th and 9th and Poplar. All that shit was roped off. BG was there. Them niggas had the Woolridges. We had the Woolridges waiting for them. I don't think they knew about no Woolridges in New Orleans at the time, but we had the Woolridges waiting for them on the trailer. You know what I mean? They did the in and out flow underneath the bridge. Whole bunch of legendary. A lot of people was there. I remember seeing You know, Charlie Baltimore and wasn't Charlie in the crowd. She was talking to Baby at the time.
Oh, she used to talk to Baby?
That was the rap, you know what I'm saying, while she was there. But she definitely was, you know, on the sideline, you know what I'm saying, or talking to Baby. Baby gave him that big dookie bracelet that time. They had the X5 down there. That's when he first came out. Nobody even knew what a BM truck was. But we did that joint right in North. That joint was crazy. We had Lil Wayne under the bridge. Nobody probably even knew that, but Lil Wayne was right here. Richard Allen, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So you actually had the album done and it came out and you said basically ain't really get no promo, so that's why I ain't do what it could have done. So
well, you gotta remember, Lil Wayne, BG. I got a song with UGK, Bun B, Pimp C on the album. Case.
Touch Me, Tease Me?
Yeah, Case was on the album.
Case on, okay.
Memphis Bleak, PD Pablo, North Carolina, throw your hands up. Yeah. People everybody went platinum. Everybody that's on my joint was they platinum artists. Like this is the who's. This is what the vision was for me. So.
And what year we talking this was?
This was 01.
Okay.
This was the vision for me. But when you dealing with them multi-million-dollar labels, man, and one thing don't go right, and a couple people get scared, and a couple people, the doors get locked, and they start hiding behind answering machines and shit like that, like, you kind of like stuck, because we used to dealing with shit on a street perspective and sliding up, you know, you got a show, well, we there. You got you doing a walkthrough, we there. That's how we sliding up. But at that time, they was hot. They be in the office. They give you an answer machine. You call 40 different phones. You ain't getting to talk to whoever you need to talk to. So like, it was hard to even do anything about a lot of things at that time. They had the know-how. They had the brain. They knew what was going on. We was new to it. But I'm glad that, you know, it ain't go deeper than it could have went, because it was going to go that way. And them locked doors and shit saved a lot of people, because it was going to get goofy. But you know, I'm here to talk about it.
Right. All right. So another classic situation you was a part of, like we was talking about off camera, the Takedown Ice City battle that went down back in the day. It had the legendary battle with E-Ness versus Hollow Man on that joint. And we did interviews with all of them, from Ness to Hollow to Ace Capone. They all talked about the impact of that DVD and how it spread around and all of that. And you actually had a freestyle on that joint in the midst of a bunch of battles. Now, I mean, so speak a little bit on that. Like,
I came to battle. Actually, I got the call from Cousin E in News. You know what I'm saying? I came to battle. My joint wasn't really a freestyle. That was a rap for somebody to step up to battle. But nobody stepped up to battle. So it looked like I just spit a freestyle.
I'm still snatching and grabbing out the store like a booster do. You talk about what you used to do. Around here, we want to see the green. You pinch a quarter so tight, nigga, you can hear the eagle scream.
Okay.
But
so you actually was challenging somebody with the
joint. Yeah, like, this is what I'm here for, because Free was there. Free ain't spit one rap. I guess he was signed, then I guess he figured he could just be a judge at the time. But in Philly, none of that shit ain't count. Like, you was signed if you wasn't signed.
Yeah, because Ness was signed to Bad Boy at the time.
Yeah, I was signed at the time. I was coming out of my situation, but niggas, that ink touched that paper. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was a lot of people there. But yeah, I came to battle, man. But I couldn't get no rhythm. But after that, Ness and I had just met Ness. Me and Ness had just did a song a week before that joint. We just did a song. I had just met Ness. We just did a song, and so me and Ness was rapping. If you peep on that DVD, after I spit, it go right into the Ness and Hollow Man joint, because me and Ness was over there kicking it as the, you know what I'm saying, as the camera hit us, and then boom, Ness went, and then that's when Hollow slid straight up and with his verse right after Ness. So that's what turned into their legendary battle. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So like I told you, we was talking off camera. I was like, yo, I heard a rumor in the streets that you had got booked and you was away for, a serious situation. You was like, no, that ain't true, but I heard that before. So that was like something that people put out there was floating around. But you said you actually did kind of fall back because you was...
I was getting booked. I was definitely getting booked. But I wasn't getting kept. You know what I'm saying? I had lawyer money. I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying?